Welcome to the Dental Breakdown Show. This show is where we break down issues in the dental marketplace. My name is Christian White, CEO of White & Associates Practice Consulting, Better Business, Better Dentistry.
Dr. Hansen, if I was to ask you, what has been your blueprint for success, for your practice, why don't you tell us a little bit about that, or give us some thoughts about that?
Great. Success came in my practice when, like we talked earlier, I became more educated about being more thorough in diagnosing issues that we see in people's mouths, and then learning how to get the patient to own these issues, and then have a discussion about what these issues mean for them long run. It took a long time to break the mold of me telling patients what they should do in their mouth and with their oral health. Not everybody wants the same thing, and it's ridiculous to think that everybody would want the same thing. So once I brought the philosophy of let's tell the patient where they are and where they're going if they do nothing, hopefully that fosters a discussion to avoid some negative consequences of where they're going. That brought more financial success and way more professional success and satisfaction in my job than anything before. That is the key for me.
So for you, if I'm hearing you correctly, you had to move from being a dentist who was constantly telling to kind of a new dentist who was now asking.
Correct. And once again, that is a concept that was really introduced to me by your dad a long time ago. And then he introduced the concept and helped me down that road. And then I used the education mainly for me at Spear Education to get educated, to be a better diagnosing and treating dentist in order to implement that philosophy in the real world at the office.
So I think this next question kind of comes right out of what we're just talking about. Getting patients to say yes, Dr. Hansen. That's obviously, that's every dentist is like, how do I do this? What do I do? And I think, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, getting patients to say yes and ask us for the best that dentistry has to offer is the key. Not everybody's going to do it, and you have to just get okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when they do ask for the best, you better be ready, because it's fun and it's super rewarding. And I'm going back again. You got to listen to the patient and what they want. And they don't want a 50 micron crown margin. They want a non-clinical benefit to doing some dentistry, because really good dentistry is expensive and it can involve a significant investment in time and money. And so the patient has to buy in, and they have to want the outcome at the end. They're not going to just do it because you tell them to do it. They shouldn't do it just because you tell them to do it.
I think when you and I were kids and our mom told us to go clean our rooms, we never did that either. So
that is so, it's so nobody. Okay. So one of my main mentors out at Spear Education is Gary DeWood, and he's got my favorite saying. It works for dentistry, it works for everything. He says, nobody wants to be should on. Take that to the bank.
That's true. Nobody. That's very well said. Yeah, that's pretty much right on. Yeah. Yeah, nobody. That's great.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm gonna use that.
You can use that everywhere.
I can use that everywhere. That's great.
The Dental Breakdown Show, sponsored by White & Associates Practice Consulting, Better Business, Better Dentistry. They are a practice management and consulting firm for dentists and other healthcare-related businesses. Their sole purpose is to implement proven strategies through online and in-practice visits and result in the personal and professional success of the dentist and his or her team.
This is Dr. Todd Hansen, owner of Lakeside Dental Associates in Duluth, Minnesota, where we strive to provide the highest quality dentistry in a friendly and comfortable environment. We've been making an impact on the lives of our patients and our community for over 20 years. If you're looking for a dental practice where the dentist actually listens to you and your needs come first, then contact us.
How do you get the patient to listen to you?
Well, I try to do as little talking as humanly possible. And I tend to ramble if you're not noticing that yet. So sometimes I just tell myself to be quiet, and then I ask. The more questions I ask and actively listen to the person answering, I think that builds trust more than anything.
I would agree with you. In dentistry, you've been talking about this, we're taught to tell. And it doesn't work out that way, because I think value to a patient is how much time someone spends listening to me.
No question. And it's a problem because we are trained to spot problems and to fix them. And it just doesn't work that way in healthcare or really anywhere else anymore. I mean, there's so many options for people, for consumers. They want information and they want to be heard. They want their opinion and what they want. They want that satisfied. They don't want to be told. They don't want to be shit on.
Nobody wants to be told what to do, Paul. You got that right.
It sounds so elementary, but it's so contrary to how dentists are trained.
So here's my last question. I promise. So here's Dr. Todd Hansen. Are there some things that people don't know about Dr. Todd Hansen that you'd like to share, just to kind of help you, just so they can get to know you better?
Well, I'm a pretty private person. I call myself an introvert. I mean, people that see me at the office don't believe that, because I do turn on. I have fun at the office, and I know I can't be introverted there in order to do what we like to do and do it well. I have to be engaging, but it takes a lot of my energy. So yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, maybe people don't know this, but I'm usually exhausted at the end of the day because it takes a lot of my energy to do this, even though it's something I really believe in, and how we do these things. That is, it takes a lot of energy.
Well, I think there's something about you that I'm going to share that most people don't know. So get ready. You and I share a fondness for 80s hair metal music.
Yes, we do. And I am not ashamed of that whatsoever. I'm proud of it.
I think there's one dentist on the planet who knows what the band Cinderella is. Def Leppard be another one.
Well, don't leave out Metallica, for God's sake. I mean, that's
Metallica.
one of our main one.
That's Metallica. That's one of our main bands. I always think it's fun to talk about things like that, because you'd be amazed at how many people will resonate with that.
Well, it's popular. They're popular. Heck
It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
We liked them before everybody liked them, though.
There you go. Exactly. That's what I tell everybody. Some of these younger kids, it's like, yeah, Metallica, and they're just like looking at me like, what is that? I'm like, oh, young man, come with me.
Yes. Come into the circle.
Dr. Todd, Dr. Hansen, this has been a great time. Thank you so much for being a guest on the Dental Breakdown Show.
Christian, I appreciate the opportunity, and I had way more fun than I thought I was gonna. So thank you for asking such great questions, and thanks for your time too.
You're welcome. For all of our listeners who are going to be listening to this, and for all the potential patients who are going to be listening to this, if they want to get more information about you and about your dental practice, where can they go?
Our website is www.lakesidedds, all one word, no spaces.com. Right at the moment, it's under construction, but it should be back up shortly, new and modern and nice. And find us and hit about us on there, and you'll learn about us.
Thank you for listening today. I'm Christian White, the CEO of White & Associates Practice Consulting, Better Business, Better Dentistry. If you would like more information on today's topic, you can contact us at whitedentalconsulting.com/breakdown. Keep those teeth white, and see you next time on the Dental Breakdown Show.